Joining us now to talk about all of this is criminal defense attorney Fortunato Perry Jr. Thanks for being with us.
It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure.
We aired this live today on CBS 3. A lot of people watched. Let's just start first. Was this surprising to you in all your years of work?
It wasn't surprising to me at all. If you look back a few years ago, he was actually paroled on 5 of the 12 counts that he was originally sentenced on, when he received a sentence of, I believe it was an aggregate sentence of 9 years, 9 to 33 years. So I think today was more, although the board still had a vote on it, I think it was more like a formality.
Speaking of the board basically told OJ, don't mess up. What kind of things could send him back when it comes to violating parole?
Well, issues, there are technical violations and direct violations. Technical violations could be not reporting as required, maybe having a drug test, a failed drug test, or maybe being around other convicted felons. Those would be technical violations. The direct violation would obviously be a new arrest, a new charge, and that would send them right back to a state facility.
So to that end, what if you were counseling him, what would you say to him? Okay, October, it looks like you might be, that's when he might be getting out. What would you say to him? Here's what I would recommend you do for the next 6 months to a year.
Well, I say to most of my clients that will listen to me that when you're out on parole or probation, you have to act like you're kind of walking around in your own prison cell. You give up a lot of rights that you would have if you were not on probation or parole. And because of that, there are a lot of things you need to walk away from, stay away from. So if you're going to work, just go to work. If somebody wants to argue with you when you're driving down the street, somebody beeps your horn, you just have to ignore everyone and just go about your own business.
Well, that being said, I would just think about going from prison to the real world. That can be a challenge. Do you think it'll be a challenge for O.J. Simpson? How much so?
I mean, it certainly could be. I mean, a lot of things have changed in 9 years since he's been away, but you have to look at his age now. I mean, the guy's 70 years old. He's not going to do a whole lot of bouncing around, I don't think. He'll probably try and play a lot of golf, hang around with his children. He has a couple of friends. I think he's trying to set up his residence over in the west coast of Florida. So I think he'll kind of stay out of trouble over there. But, this last thing that had him incarcerated, I mean, that was the dumbest thing he could have done. So I can't imagine him doing something stupid like that again.
And we heard him mention about the media. He doesn't want to do any interviews. Obviously, everyone's going to be clamoring to try to talk to him. I'm guessing your advice to him would be, don't talk.
Keep your mouth shut.
Yeah.
Go play golf, hang around with your kids, go for a walk, keep your mouth shut, live your life.
Fred, we appreciate the analysis, man.
Great perspective.
Thanks
so much.
Indeed. Stay with Eyewitness News for continuing coverage of Simpson's parole. We'll keep you up to date on the process, and you can get the very latest developments anytime at CBSPhilly.com.